Hi, this is BB from clutterclearinglifecoaching.com, and today I want to make a brief video about when you put yourself last. Do you have a habit of putting yourself last? Do you have a habit of always putting everybody else's needs above yours? Do you have a habit of making everybody else feel like they matter, they are important, they are above you in some way, and you put yourself in this tiny little package that, is just there to cater to everyone else's needs, wants, and desires? If you do, how does it make you feel? Are you happy with yourself? Are you happy doing this? After a while, does it breed resentment? Because this is a very, very wide area right here of self-image. We can fit many, many things in this category, and most of them would be demeaning to you, because it will start off being okay, because if we're looking at the people who we're catering to, at first there would be gratitude, they would be happy, you're satisfying their needs, their wants, their desires, and they're happy. Then after a while they would be less happy, less grateful, less joyful, and even less after a while, to the point where it's not about what you're doing, but what is expected of you to do. And that's when the resentment starts to rear its ugly head within you. You start to feel that level of resentment against them. And then you start to think, well, I put myself in this place. I should have never done this. And that's okay. Do you plan to stay there? Is this a good place for you to be in? Is this a healthy place for you to be in? Does it make you feel less than, less worthy, not good enough, just a doormat? Are you happy with it? If you're not, what are some of the steps that you can do, that you can take, that you can make, that you can take action on to extricate yourself from this position? If just a simple confrontation, well, hey guys, I've been doing ABC, I've been doing it for a while, I'm doing this, I'm volunteering my time, or I'm only getting paid for doing this, and I've been, exerting myself in some way, and I just feel like I need a break, I need to take a step back, because I feel like I'm being taken for granted. In most cases, that's easier said than done. People just don't have the guts to do that. Some do, bravo to them. But most of us are in the category where we would think it, but we don't do it. So what are some other steps you can take to extricate yourself from being in that position? First, what you would do is get a pen and a piece of paper, and you would write down what exactly the position you're in. What it depends on in what situation. Now, this could be for work, this could be for business, your co-workers, your family, your loved one, your marriage. It doesn't matter what category it falls into. Just get the pen and a paper, write it down, and write down 3 things that are not working anymore with that arrangement. Then beneath that, you will write 3 to 5 or 3 to 100 other things that you can do, that you think you can do to raise your level, to raise yourself up, or extricate yourself from the situation completely. And you might be surprised at what will happen. For those of you who believe in the law of attraction, when you engage your body and mind together by writing 5 senses and on paper, and you start looking for ways on which how you can actually extricate yourself or bring yourself to a better standing within this group or group of people or your family members or your marriage, as you write them down, your subconscious mind is already putting those into motion by starting to change situations, by starting to change circumstances, by starting to find people, aligning people with this new image that you see yourself in. And there may be subtle changes, but you will know you're on the right track. But at the same time, to speed up the process, it's best for you to actually take some action steps. So within that 3 to 5 or 3 to 100, you will find some really great action steps that you can take. There may be just tiny ones, but they will make a mountain of difference in the long run. So when there's a problem like that, it puts us in a place of feeling like neglected. We're just there for like decoration, to make these people happy or make this person happy. Think of something that makes you happy. A place, a situation, a person. Something that makes you feel joy just for being you, where you're appreciated, where you feel wanted, where you feel loved, where you feel like you're $1,000,000. And you just bask in that warmth that comes from this group of people, your relatives, your family, your co-worker, your friends, your loved one. It doesn't matter. This will help to balance it out. This will actually empower you and make you stronger. That's another way. And then you get a coach, a life coach, motivation coach, law of attraction coach, to help you to find. They have actual methods and techniques that they can choose to use, whichever is workable for you, whichever you would prefer, to help you to actually get stronger, so that you're able to mentally get stronger, so you can physically take action to extricate yourself or to stand up for yourself. But we want to start with the emotional part and the emotional damages it does to a person, after any person, you or any person, being in that position. Because it'll cause you to feel less valued, like you're being taken for granted. But then it's a double-edged sword, because on the other side of the sword, you're actually going to say, well, you caused this yourself. You shouldn't have done that. So you're beating yourself up from two sides. And that's not good. So let's not do that. Let's get out of that, because it's a time waster and you don't need to beat yourself up. We all make mistakes. We're allowed to do them. So let's do a short round of tapping for when we feel like we have allowed ourselves to be used or to be taken advantage of or taken for granted. Karate chop, side of the hand. Even though I allowed myself to be taken for granted, and I don't like it, I choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. The truth is, I allowed myself to be taken for granted. What kind of person would do that to themselves? I did. I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself anyway. Even though I allowed myself to be taken for granted, I did not plan it this way. I did not mean for it to turn out this way. I just started out helping. She helps too. And they started taking me for granted. I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept who I am anyway. I allowed myself to be taken for granted. I allowed myself to be taken for granted. I should have known better. My intentions were good. What happened here? How did it turn out this way? These people are just taking me for granted. Why do I always get stuck doing this? It's like I'm the only one here. This is not good. Don't they know any better? They should know better. They should really, really know better. Get with the program. Here I am, trying to be nice guy or nice gal, and they're just completely taking me for granted. I don't like this. There's no appreciation here. I am mad as heck. I should just stop doing this. That'll teach them. That'll show them. But if I do, they're not gonna like me anymore. But then they barely like me now. They don't even know that I exist, really. Except when they want something. I feel really used. I should know better. But I'm getting that beating myself up or bashing them in my head is not going to help me here. Because I can bash them all day long in my head. They don't know that. They don't care. This is getting nowhere. I've got to be more realistic. I've got to do something about this. I don't want to be taken for granted. I really got to do something about this. And yeah, I did something about my cat, as you saw. She's okay. She just comes in at the most inopportune moment. But cats. So, have a sip of water. Take a deep breath, have a sip of water, Gatorade or something to balance out your electrolytes. And if you need my help with any of this, I will put the link to my website in the description. It is clutterclearinglifecoaching.com. That's clearing out the clutter at clutterclearinglifecoaching.com. Fill out the contact form, put your phone number. I will return your call as soon as I'm able to, and we will see how to best help you with a plan of action and take it from there. Until the next video, try not to beat yourself up about this. Find yourself a coach Let them work with you. They have methods. I have really great methods that works really quickly. And good luck and peace.